Let's hope this works. Whew. All right, let me go ahead and share this out, guys, real quickly. Let me share. Tweet. All right, I'll wait for a few people to join here, as we'll have some things to talk about. Folks, what is going on, everybody? What is going on? What is going on, everybody? Ethan, you can raid, my friend. You can raid. Go right ahead, my friend. What is everybody doing? Welcome, guys. Welcome. Sorry, I just got home not too long ago. Decided to try to get a little workout in real quickly, but I figure right after I do that, I'll go ahead and do a quick little live with you guys. As you guys know, I've been extremely busy, so I'm really trying to balance both of these things. Yeah, I know. Look at this thing. Look at this, folks. Come on. That's a long day right here. Look, that's exactly what that is. That's a long day. Yeah. I hope Ford slashes while he's up. Me too. He doesn't have to do much to do better than Greg Bird. Right now, he doesn't have to do much at all. So we'll see. Can we please get a series win? Yes, please get a series win. That would be amazing. Bird is a joke. Man, you don't expect nothing, man. That's what I said before. You can't really expect much at all from Greg Bird. He did. He looked very good in the minor. He looked good for years now. So he's looked good for years for a while. Has Mike Ford. So he's looked good for quite some time. So now he's gonna get his chance. Chris Davis or Greg Bird. At least Davis is usually healthy. So I mean that's it. No, I'm not injured. I'm not injured, man. I'm good. I am good, guys. I am 100% good. I am 100% good, man. I just been extremely busy. Oh, Voigt's gonna play. Yeah, I think Voigt's going to get all the time in the world to play. I don't think he's going anywhere. I think the big thing for the Yankees right now is, Bird wasn't contributing anyway. What was Bird doing for this club? He was doing nothing. So, I mean, at the end of the day right now, you'll probably see Mike Ford and Voigt both in the lineup. Yes, I did watch Game of Thrones. Of course I did. Injuries are mounting up. Your thoughts? I don't know what to think about all these injuries, man. It's a bit insane. It's a bit crazy, but it is what it is, man. The Yankees got a lot of injuries now, but it's funny because I kind of had this back and forth with a lot of people already that are basically saying that, yeah, I'll get to that question, Jose. Is it the end of Bird? I'll get to that shortly. But a lot of people are saying, well, the injuries are a reason the Yankees are struggling. Guys, look, I would be okay with that if the Yankees played really good ball clubs. If they were playing the Astros more, if they played the Red Sox already, the Rays. Look, guys, they lost to the Orioles, and they lost to the Tigers, and they lost to the White Sox. Even with the injuries, they're better than these clubs. So, at the end of the day, they're still just playing really bad. That's the only way to see it. There is no other way to see it here. I understand his injuries. I get it. But you can't just use that as an excuse when you're playing really bad teams. Yeah, Paxton seeing the sports therapist, man. Kind of odd. Worrisome. I mean, I don't know how to think of it. I mean, apparently he feels he is pushing himself too hard. He's trying too hard. That he's seeing a sports psychiatrist to try to calm himself down on the mound. Not always the thing you want to see when it comes to the Yankees. When is Stanton coming back? You'll probably see Stanton back, I would think, by the end of this month, or if not early next month. I think Stanton has a chance to come back in the next week or so, week and a half, 2 weeks. I think you give him probably another week and a half or so, maybe 2 weeks. Right? The other thing, too, on Greg Bird that I'll talk about briefly, yeah, I mean, this could be the end of Greg Bird. This could definitely be the end of Greg Bird. What else is Greg Bird going to show the Yankees? They're going to have to eventually get a first baseman. I mean, if you guys remember, for a lot of you guys who followed me, I was a huge advocate. If you remember, you can look at the YouTube video. It's out there. When the offseason began, I said the first move I would have considered making if I'm the Yankees is I would have went out there and I would have tried to trade for Jose Abreu. I would have got a first baseman. And I even said, I like Luke Voit, but I would have given none of these guys the chance to just take the job. They would have had to fight for it. Between those two, they would have had to fight for who got at bats, either as a DH or whatever it is. I would have went out there and I would have traded for a real first baseman. This is something that Brian Cashman has not done in a very long time. That's fine if he hasn't been hitting. Jose Abreu is a regular slow starter. He's like a Mark Teixeira. He always starts off extremely slow, and then he ends up having a very good year. But again, he's a regular first baseman. He's a guy that does well all the time. That's who I would have went with personally. I wouldn't have gave it to one of these guys. The Yankees need to get a first baseman already, not a guy who potentially has a chance of being good. That's what I think is the positives and the negative of Brian Cashman, is that he does this a lot, that he hopes to find somebody who has a chance to be good for a while. What's going on, everybody else that is joining? Thank you for joining. Man, the beard is getting kind of big, isn't it? Look at this. Beard Sky might just keep growing this thing. Pete, your reaction to Stylebender calling out John Jones. Stylebender doesn't want that. Look, Stylebender got lucky, and I don't even mean that in a bad way. If you see that fight again, Gastelum made a gigantic mistake by shooting when he should have ended the fight by just throwing a ton of bombs on him. He would have ended that fight. Stylebender was done by the head kick. He had no legs under him. The fight would have been stopped. He let that fight. He lost that fight himself. Very, 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 very poor decision. But it is what it is. Will Yankees grab Blake Swihart for catching depth? It would make some sense. And Brian Cashman likes getting old Red Sox players, so I can see that making some sort of sense. Grow the beard until they actually win a series. Oh my God, no. I don't know if the wife will like that too much. I look like Harper. I wish I could play baseball like him. Hicks' return estimate, you're probably looking at another month for Aaron Hicks, considering he's going to have to go through spring training, so he's going to be a while. Any Sanchez update? I have not heard anything on Gary Sanchez. I don't know. Something got to change at some point. You got so many of these guys getting injured. I mean, what's going on here, really? Give me a second, guys. I'm going to head inside. Sorry. No, I'm still on. I just want to go inside. It's getting hot. Okay. It's getting hot out there, folks. Get back to my regular setup for you guys. Let's see. Rob Refsnyder is the answer. Oh, no. Please, no. I don't think we need that. I don't think we need that. Why aren't we going for a Keuchel? God, I don't know, man. I've said that for a while. I probably still would have went after Keuchel. DJ should be leading off every game. There should never be a game when he's not leading off. Jan Hervis Solarte at first. I always liked Solarte. I always liked him. I always liked that. Wouldn't be a bad idea. DJ LeMahieu leading off. Positivity. Yeah, I mean, he should lead off all the time. I like the idea of Solarte, too. I think he's very good. I think he would make sense because he could play first. He could play third. He could move around quite a bit and help this team out a bit. At this point, Keuchel won't be ready until June. Apparently, Keuchel's actually pitching in simulated games. So that's what has been said out there, is that he's been out there pitching. Would you play MLB The Show against subs? Yeah, I would. That's fine. That's cool. I'm cool with doing that. US 1730 is my PS4 ID. So if you guys are playing the game, just let me know and message me or whatever it is. And if I'm on, we'll play. Justin Smoke would make a bit of sense. I mean, the Yankees kind of at some point got to start thinking about real production. If we miss the playoffs, will that be enough to fire Boone? Yeah, I mean, I don't care. I think that would be more than enough. I'll be honest with you. To me, and some people say I'm being harsh, if the Yankees don't change this in the next month and a half, 2 months, if they're really playing bad baseball and they're struggling and they have a losing record, say, in June, you got to fire them. I mean, you got to make a change. You can't do that. Can I play against you this weekend? Yeah, man, if I'm online, I have no problem playing. Gio Gonzalez getting the promotion from AAA, he should. He should definitely get a chance. He should definitely get a chance. They would make, Jim, I agree with you, man. They would make injury excuses likely to not fire Boone because he seems like the guy they want. He seems like the guy they want. Guys, ever since the very beginning of when I announced that Boone was going to be the Yankee manager, I was told the same day I was told about that he blew them away and was everything they wanted. I just never knew they wanted a puppet or they just wanted a guy that goes along with analytics and really doesn't have a say on what moves are made, because that's what we're hearing more and more of now, is that a lot of managers now don't really make the moves. They're there to be relationship managers. Hell, David Combs said it on an actual game. David Combs said it flat out in an actual game that Aaron Boone is a relationship manager. That's it. He said it. And I was saying that for weeks now. I said, these guys are relationship managers. You might as well give them a desk. And they sit in there and talk to these guys about it. Here's my thing about analytics. And people get confused when I talk about it, because I guess the way I talk, they right away think that I don't like it. That's not the case. I never said I don't like analytics. I just feel there got to be a balance. When it gets to the point of you have a manager who says he does not believe in a player being hot, that's a problem. I have a serious problem with a manager who's a former professional ball player doesn't believe that an athlete gets hot and is in a zone and is locked in. When you don't believe that, I got a problem with you. I got a big problem. And apparently Michael Kay and David Cohn and Paul O'Neill, they said the same thing, that I don't agree with that, and I agree with them. I don't agree with that. And I agree with that one too, Jim. I agree. I think Joe Girardi had a good mix of it. I think the problem with Girardi is the Yankees want a babysitter. They want a babysitter. Fact. I think the worst thing that has ever happened to a guy like Gary Sanchez and some of the younger guys on his team is that now they have a coach who will not put them in their place and go, hey, look, those balls need to be blocked, or you need to run down the line on the bench. You're not playing tomorrow. You're not playing the rest of this game. To me, that's needed with a young club. The Yankees aren't doing that no more. I like that style of baseball. Why is baseball... What has happened to this being a job? If me or you, for an example, if you went to work and you said, hey boss, you know, from 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock, I'm just going to give about 30% of my effort today. If I'm your boss, I'd say, well, then come in at that time, go home. Or we need to have a conversation. But these ball players cannot run out. Brett Gardner the other day bunts, doesn't even run down the line, and gets in a double play. That's a veteran. Doesn't happen a lot. But if you're a veteran, me as your manager, I look at him and go, hey, look, that's not good. Tauchman, whatever the hell your name is. You suck, but go in center field. Gardy, sit down the rest of the game. I'm sorry. To me, there is, when you're a championship caliber team, why are you allowing this type of play to happen? That's my problem. Please explain Mike Tauchman. Young guy, hasn't really gotten a chance at the major league level. Always hit good in AAA. You let him be. I mean, at the end of the day, right now, he's not a role player for the team, meaning he's not playing every day, not role player. He barely plays. He's a fourth outfielder. He's honestly what Brett Gardner should have been to this ball club. He should be the fourth outfielder. But the Yankees kind of went a different route. I'm going to say something that some of you guys are going to get mad at me about. But I think this is getting to the point where it could be a bit fair. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. I'm going to ask you guys a question really quickly. After everything that has happened so far, the season being the way the season has been thus far, are you guys still okay with the offseason the Yankees had? I'll give you time to answer that. All right, so we got a lot of people saying no now. I also remember when the offseason was going on, arguing with many people about the moves the Yankees should have made. So I was talking to Pops yesterday. You guys know my father. I call him Pops. A lot of you guys liked his video. And, you know, he wasn't even a big advocate of the Yankees signing Harper or signing Machado. But he brought up a good point to me. And I'll get him interviewed here soon again. I know you guys liked that video. So I'll get him interviewed again to talk about the season so far. He made a good point to me. He said it's gonna eventually look very bad for the Yankees and Brian Cashman if we believe what is out there, meaning that the analytical guys wanted Harper and Machado and even Patrick Corbin. Brian Cashman decided to go against that. But it's going to look very bad for Brian Cashman if James Paxton doesn't work out. If J. Happ continues to falter. If injuries mount up or Stanton doesn't have a really good year. It's going to look very, very bad on Brian Cashman and the Yankees ownership to not have made moves that most fans truly believe were no doubters before the offseason ended and these moves were made. So you guys have heard me talk about in the offseason that I, just like Jack Curry, John Heyman, everybody else, basically felt it was a guarantee that these guys are now deals, that these guys are Yankees. Yes, you're right. I love the Paxton deal. I love the J. Happ deal. But look, I also said Patrick Corbin would have been number one for me, no matter what. Because I saw the guy pitch constantly. I'm not saying that the Yankees made a bad move. I'm saying it's going to look poor on ownership. Not fans. Not people with inside information like me who gets information and gives it to you guys. Not people like me. I have nothing to do with the Yankees at all. My problem here is the people who make these decisions. The analytical guys who are making the moves in games. If we are to believe the book that came out Inside the Empire or whatever, in that book, it says that the analytical department wanted all these guys. Brian Cashman ruled against it. So you're basing all your game moves off of analytics. You're basing your structure of your team off of analytics, but you're going to go against their recommendation of what would make this club better because you don't feel it's the right move. I'm a little confused by that. And I think that's fair. Now, it's early in the season, so James Paxton can still win a Cy Young Award. J. Happ can still bounce back and be dominant. It's not even a month into the season. So all of this talk right now can go out the window quick. What I'm saying is, this offseason, I said it early on. I said this could be a make or break offseason. And it was going to happen either way you go. If the Yankees went out there and got Machado and let's say Corbin and Ottavino, let's say that was it. Or they didn't. Either way, it was going to look very good or eventually look very bad. Right now, I think we can agree on maybe they probably should have went to that role because right now, you had a guy like Machado that could have manned short or third base. He looks terrific in San Diego. He looks great. Bryce Harper looks good. Patrick Corbin was dominating his last outing. Would they have done that with the Yankees? I don't know. But we do know that a team like the Yankees, with the resources they have, should always go out there and get the top-line talent. They didn't do that. DJ LeMahieu, I love the deal when he done it. I said it flat out. I didn't think it stopped them from getting Manny Machado, but I love the deal of getting DJ LeMahieu. I think he's terrific. And he's been terrific. That's a smart move. He's stepping up. He's a quiet guy. He just goes out there and has terrific at-bats. But it's hard to truly understand what the Yankees are trying to do. Because I'm sorry, I'm a little confused when you're saying that analytics are making everything up, but then you go against their recommendation based on off-season moves. That confuses me. That confuses me. But yet you base your moves during games on analytics. So where's the breaking point here? Where was who dropped the ball? Was it a Hal thing? Was it a, hey, look, I like those guys too, but I'm not giving them $300 million? Because at the end of the day, the Yankees offered barely anything compared to what these guys actually got. $100 million to $150, 200 or 170 compared to 300. It's a big difference. The Yankees just weren't prepared to make those moves, or they didn't want to. That's two totally different things. We don't know what it was. A lot of conflicting stories out there. Which player currently hurt will return first? Likely Stanton or Sanchez. Probably Sanchez more than anybody. What is a good year for Stanton? What he did last year, but a little better. I mean, I don't think it's being crazy to want Stanton to hit 40 homers and hit 275. I don't think that's insane. I think that's fair. A-Rod's right. A-Rod is 100% right. And I'm shocked that a Major League Baseball player said that. Aaron Boone is a Major League Baseball player. And he said he doesn't believe in a player being hot. I'm confused by that. Confused. I never played professional baseball. I played high school, all-star travel teams, those type of things. But even in the Little League, when you're hot, you're hot. You can sense it. You're teeing off on everything. I don't understand that. That's odd. Yankee targets at the deadline? Hell, let's wait and see where they're going to be at the deadline. I mean, I think that's fair. Who knows where they're going to be? If Sonny Paxton struggles tonight, panic time. No, not yet. This is what, start number 3 or 4, whatever it is. No, I wouldn't say it's panic time yet. I would say you got to give him until June until you panic a bit. I was about to call him Sonny Paxton. My God. Paxton got a chance to be very good. Rays are legit. I said it in the offseason. And when everybody asked me about a surprise, I said, look out for the Rays. I mean, if we had to assume that Blake Snell would just be good, Charlie Morton would just be good, that's good. They got a good young team. They got a good young team. Do I think the Yankees are better than them? Yeah, I do. I think the Yankees are much better. But whatever reason, even being injured, the Yankees should still have a better record than they have right now with the competition they played. It's not an excuse. I don't think the Rays are better than the Yankees. Not at all. I don't think the Rays are better than the Yankees. I think the Yankees are, even with an injured club, they should be playing so much better. For whatever reason, they're not. Yeah, Urshela's one of those guys that I can deal with because he's not going to hit a ton of homers. He's not going to do a ton of anything. Great defensively. But he for a guy who you don't expect to get a hit often, he has good at-bats. He takes pitches at least. At least he's not an extremely fast out. So, yeah, I don't mind Gio Urshela. I like him. I always like Urshela. Even when he was with Cleveland, I always thought he was a good at-bat and just a great fielder. Do you hit the panic button if we go 6-11 after the Red Sox sweep? I don't know, guys. And like I said, it's always hard to judge these things because, again, they're injured. But they played very bad ball clubs and look like they're just getting outmanaged and bad moves and everything's not working. So at some point, this team's going to get a little more healthy. They're probably going to play a little better. But will that be too late? Will that be too hard to make up? I am concerned about how the Yankees will handle that type of thing. Would they kind of abandon their approach and potentially fire Aaron Boone? They should. I'm sorry. I don't think a manager should be able to stick around, injuries or no injuries, with a team this talented losing to poor clubs. You could have different messaging potentially. It would be nice to see Aaron Boone get a little frustrated, but he never shows that. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. You could lose a season in April, and people don't seem to understand that. The games the Yankees have lost so far, they shouldn't have. Remember, they don't get those games back. Those games don't come back. So I love a lot of the people that go, oh, that's fine. If they go 6-11, you know, they're injured. They lose the next 2 games, they're injured. That's why. They're 6-11. It's all right. They'll make it up. Guys, that would mean they got to win 5 in a row just to be 500. Not easy. It's not easy. It's been done before, yes, but it's not easy. That's not an easy thing to bounce back from. They do look dead. Aaron Judge looks frustrated. I mean, I think the day Aaron Judge was like, turn the corner. I mean, I think that was basically a message like, no, we're playing like ass. The simple fact is, that the hell we're turning the corner. We're just playing like shit. We're better than this already. I think that was what Aaron Judge was kind of leading on, to be honest. I don't want to hear about turning a corner. We're just playing bad baseball. It's not about turning a corner. We're playing like garbage. There's no we're getting better. There's no we're building up. There's no we're working on getting there. There's we're playing like shit. No turning a corner. We're playing like garbage. That's what it is. Nothing to do with turning a corner. It's stupid. It's a bad statement to make. It's a very bad statement to make. Do we hit the panic mode if we get swept? No, I don't. Panic is a tough word for me. Panic is a tough word because I'm not a panicking Yankee fan. As you guys probably know, I don't panic. Aaron Judge is the truth, my friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. The team is so boring to watch. They are. There's no way around that. They're a boring team right now. It's extremely boring. And here's the thing. People say when teams are injured, and guys, before I end this chat, let me make a statement real quick. Let me bring this up. Let me talk about something. I don't brag about my baseball knowledge. That's not what I'm here to do. But I know baseball. I'm not bragging. I know Major League Baseball. I understand moves better than a lot of people. I understand lineups. I understand reading players very well. Very well. Here's my problem with the Yankees' approach this year. And I've had arguments with a lot, not arguments, debates, let me say, with a lot of people on Twitter who are going to sit there and tell you this. Aaron Judge should bat second because he gets the most at-bats and you want him to bat there. Blah, blah, blah. And before the season, the Yankees said Gardner should lead off. This and that. Folks, things change. Okay? The Yankees have lost tons of their offense. Okay? They've lost Sanchez, Andujar, Stanton, Hicks, Didi Gregorius, so on as Troy Tulowitzki. I forgot he was even on the friggin' team. Greg Bird, whoever, who cares? The point is, you must play with what you got and change your approach. You are no longer the Bronx Bombers. When you don't have these guys, this is not hard to understand. When Brett Gardner barely gets on base, he is no longer a lead-off hitter. This is not hard. Aaron Judge is your most important hitter in your lineup, with or without the injuries. He should not be batting second. Aaron Judge should be batting third or fourth. On top of that, your top 4 guys should be your guys that get on base and hit for power the most. Meaning, DJ LeMahieu should be on top. Gleyber Torres should be on top. Aaron Judge should be on top. Now, if you want Gardner on top, I love the idea of LeMahieu, Gardner, Judge. Here's why. DJ LeMahieu gets on base a lot. You got a chance to lead a game off with a single, a double, a walk. Brett Gardner then could immediately move a runner over, bunt, play the baseball this Yankee club now should be playing. You cannot win games with Austin Romine, Mike Tauchman, Clint Frazier, Tyler Wade, Gio Urshela by expecting home runs to be hit. Why do you not see a bunt dropped? Why do you not see aggressive base running? Why do you not see hit and runs? Why are little ball not being played when a situation like this should be happening with a team that has been handicapped by injuries? Why is the lineup the same that it was when everybody was healthy? Why are guys in the same position? Why? That's my question. My question is, why is a team with none of the Bombers anymore looking to still be the Bombers? That makes 0 sense. That's like having the original lineup up and Aaron Judge is bunting. 0 sense. 0 sense. You need to adjust to what you have. The Yankees haven't done that. Simple as that. They have not adjusted to what their team looks like now. Now, it is also not Aaron Boone's fault or the Yankees' fault that the starting pitching has blown games, the bullpen has blown games. But that should be the least of their worries. These guys need to get in games. These guys need to win. These guys need to pitch better. Simple as that. Simple as that. The offense needs to score, but the pen needs to hold it down. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to wrap this chat up. If you guys have any other questions, anything outside of baseball, I'll give you this time here to go ahead and ask those questions. Anybody has anything outside of baseball? I don't know. I don't know if I got the energy for a rant. Chad Green looks really bad, and the Yankees got to get him fixed. The PlayStation is US 1730. US 1730. Is Bird coming back? I don't know. I don't know at this point. I don't know. No, Ethan, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. I have no idea who that is. Come to Vegas, let me know. I will. I will. Whenever I'm in Vegas, trust me, I will let you know. I promise. Got the Bryce Harper look? Okay. Okay, me and Bryce. All right. Look at this hair. You know what this is? This is the psychotic Anthony hair. The psychotic Pete hair right here. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. I do the post game like this. This is what they're making me do, all right? This is the Yankees right now, okay? I agree. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that Narkill, my friend. I agree with that, yes. I definitely needed another verse. The song would have been a lot better if I had another verse. I agree. Everybody, too, thank you guys for streaming the album. I appreciate that. The album is almost over 10,000 streams on Spotify and only going up because I have a lot of big interviews planned and live radio interviews and all this other stuff. My goodness, it's been it's been a lot of work. It's been really fun and exciting. Yeah, it's been fun. Pete, will Askren be a UFC champ one day? I think he should get the winner of Usman and Colby. I agree. And I think he would. I think he will. We need A-Rod to manage this team. That would be amazing. I think A-Rod would be a great manager. Yeah, no problem. I want to try to do as many chats as possible. Like I said, guys, I know things have slowed down a bit, but I'm trying to pick it up here as quickly as I can. Would you want Andy Pettit as the pitching coach? I would want David Cohn if possible. I don't know if Coney wants to do it, but I think that would be great. I would love to see Brock Lesnar return, but I don't know. You never know with Brock Lesnar. We should have let Beltran be manager. Maybe. Who knows? Yeah, Meredith might need to play for the Yankees. She'd be a great catcher. She might be able to block balls. I need Ryan in here for that. Yeah, he does seem to hate Askren a bit, or just not be a fan of him. Thoughts on the Dillashaw news? People have said it for a long time, so I wasn't shocked at all by it. I wasn't shocked at all by the Dillashaw news. I don't know where Ryan is. I messaged him the other day. He was like, "Oh, I was waiting for you to message me." I'm like, "All right, wait for you to message me." So, yeah, it was kind of a miss there. Will Jones KO Santos? Yeah, I think so. No steroids. No steroids, Rant. Prediction for tonight and tomorrow. I'll be the bearer of good news here, and I'll say the Yankees win 2 in a row. I'll say James Paxton looks very good tonight. Let's see where that gets me. I don't know. Let's see where that gets me. Let's hope the Yankees sweep. Beltran, yeah, but I think Beltran will be good. Will Boone get fired if we lose that division again? I think he should. I think it's only fair. We need Castro to sing for us. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Greg Bird is out for a month. I will guarantee you Greg Bird is out for longer than a month. Khabib Poirier prediction, Khabib will win. I think the first man ever to defeat Khabib, mark it down, will be my good friend, the notorious Conor McGregor. Mark it down. Conor McGregor will be the first man to defeat Khabib. Mark it down. CC thoughts. He looked better than I ever expected. He looked excellent. Sabathia looked terrific. Hey, guys, by the way, really quickly, if anybody wants, give me a second. Let me see. Get rid of some of these. If anybody wants, I don't know if anybody does, because I know a lot of you guys rather digital, but I still got a few of these left. If anybody wants the album, the actual CD, DM me and message me, and I have a special deal on the few remaining I have. Message me if you want it, and we can talk. But I got a few remaining left. I would like to get rid of them, and hey, message me, let me know, and we'll figure something out. When do you think Conor and Khabib fight again, Pete? I think later this year. I actually think Conor is going to fight somebody in summer. I don't know who it's going to be. Maybe the winner of Cowboy and Iaquinta. I think that will make a lot of sense. Then he fights Khabib. I hope he fights before Khabib, because I think if Conor has a chance to really get his timing down, I think Conor would defeat Khabib. I really do. I believe that. And we'll see. But I hope he doesn't just go right back into a Khabib fight. I think Conor needs a fight before that. Cool. Good for you, Ethan, man. That's nice. Enjoy. Thoughts on a new guy the Yankees just brought up? Mike Ford has always hit in the minor leagues, always. He's always done a really good job in AAA, AA for the Yankees. So we'll see how he does. We'll see how he does. Did their trash talk go too far? Hey, look, these are guys that. Here's what I think about trash talk in the UFC. Okay, these guys are about to go in a ring and bash each other's face in. They're actually gonna fight. This is not a rap beef. This is not a two NFL athletes beefing with each other. They're actually gonna fight. You know what I mean? It's funny. It's like a lot of this hip hop beef. I'm like, you guys got beef? Why don't you just set up a fight? Fight one-on-one. These guys actually do fight. So yeah, I do think sometimes it goes a bit far and it gets out of line when it comes to religion and wives and family. That's too much. But these guys are going to punch each other in the face. They're signing a contract to potentially kill one another. So, yeah, I mean, beef in the trash talk in the UFC is different than trash talk in anything else. Or boxing. These guys are going to fight each other. So, it's interesting, man. I don't know. But, guys, I'm going to jump off here. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you guys being on today. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I will talk to you guys again very soon. At me on Twitter if you want to talk some more. And like the page. Subscribe to the channel, please. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. Thank you so much.